Hello guys, today I'll give you a quick walkthrough of our platform Taxi. But before we start, let me give you a quick heads up about its business model, revenue model and stakeholders, or you can say various user types. The business model of this platform is taxi booking system. The site owner is earning commission as a revenue using this platform. This platform has three user types for driver, passenger and admin. Here, driver will be able to register themselves and receive ride requests from the passengers. Passengers will be able to book a ride for now or later. And admin will be able to manage the entire system from an admin panel. For driver, this platform is having an app environment to perform driver-specific operation. For passenger, this platform is also having an app environment to perform passenger-specific operation. For admin, this platform is having web environment to perform management specific operations. So guys, I hope that you guys have a basic idea about this platform and all are interested in this concept. So let's take a quick drive of this platform.
Hi and a very warm welcome to the video. In this video, we will be viewing the taxi application panel and this is the admin panel for the same. As you can see in front of you, this is the dashboard. The admin can view a lot of statistics using this dashboard, which includes the vehicle types, the drivers, the customers, also his weekly or monthly earnings through the app in a graph format. There are also daily entries for the drivers who have registered on the application. In the menu on online drivers, the admin can check which are the drivers who are available, what is their current area, what is their name and their real-time location along with the contact details and the car. On the users menu, in the driver's side, the admin can check the single detail about the drivers, which includes their names, their email addresses, their contact details and their status. He can also check whether the document status for this driver is verified or not. The vehicle information, the documents information, he can also view every document over here. He can also verify or unverify the document. He can also put the status to verified or unverified. Under the expired docs drivers, you can, as an admin, check what are the details of the drivers whose documents have expired and he can again give them an enable, he can verify them. Under the customers section, the admin can check who are all the users who have subscribed or who have registered on the app, how often do they drive, what is their basic details like their contact details, their gender, the date of birth, location. He can also check their wallet details, how much amount do they have in their wallet at the moment, how many rides have they taken, also the types of transactions that they have made. Under the ambulance company, whatever hospitals who have registered on the app, the details can be viewed by the admin over here. Under the equipment services section in the menu, the admin can check what all equipments can be equipped in an ambulance, be it microscopes, oxygen cylinders, ventilators. Under the vehicles section, the admin can view the types of vehicles. He can also see the type, the minimum fare, the base charge that he wants to charge on every ride. He can also set it via the per kilometer charge, the per minute waiting charge that the driver can get, the commission percentage, the free cancellation timing duration. He can also add a little description about what type of cab or what are the facilities of the cab. Under the manufacturers section in vehicles menu, the admin can view who all are the manufacturers whose cars have been registered as cabs on his platform of taxi app booking. Under the models section, he can also see every single model by every manufacturer, how comfortable it is. He can also add the status whether this vehicle is available on the application for booking or not. The admin can also add the promo codes. He can offer discounts and he can perform actions on the same. There are two ways in which he can offer discounts. It can be either flat discounts or via percentages, and he can also change the amount or the value of the discount and the validity of that particular promo code. Under the subscriptions section, the drivers can subscribe to the taxi app that they work for. Over here, the advantage is that in this new model, they can receive the entire amount of the customers or the passengers' ride, and none of the commission or the percentage of the amount goes to the admin. This is a new model that you can also equip in your taxi application. Under the subscription history, the admin can check who all are the drivers who have applied for the subscription, whether it is a weekly, daily or a monthly membership, what is the amount that they have been receiving after they have subscribed to this membership, and when did they apply for the same, and how successful it is going, the status of the same. Under the app settings section on this menu, admin can launch the version updates. He can either set the version update to be a forceful update, or he can also keep it optional for all the versions, Android users, iOS users, customers and drivers both. And he can also enable or disable the maintenance mode of the app. Under the general settings of this taxi application menu, the admin can check whether the ride amount will be inclusive of the tax or it will be exclusive of the tax, and he can enable or disable the same from this section. How much will the driver save or how much is the customer saving can also be changed from here. The next feature on the admin panel is the send bulk emails. Over here, by selecting the user types, admin can send emails to either both drivers and customers or separately to drivers and customers. He can also modify the subject line of the email and the body content message of the email. Very similar to that will be the send push notifications feature, wherein the application can send push notifications. Again, it can be changed, either it can be sent to both drivers and customers, or only to drivers or only to customers. What will be the title of the notification or what will be the detailed content of the notification can be modified from the same area. Under the bookings section, the admin can view all the bookings and he can check every single detail, the ID, the type of the booking, who was the customer who booked, who was the driver who completed the ride, what was the fare information, whether the payment status was a success, how much was the kilometers, what was the duration of the ride, and the earnings information, how much did the driver earn out of it. So this was an accumulated booking details. He can also check it separately in the completed booking section. Under the cancelled bookings, there will be the accepted bookings, also the pending ongoing bookings. Under the reports menu, the user's details, for example, the vehicle type and who was the driver assigned, and what is the status of that ride, what is the status of the payment of that ride, what was the mode of payment for that particular ride. So everything can be known from the reports section in the payment type feature. Similarly, under the commission section, the subscription section, cancellations and deposit, add money, transactions, driver shift logs, and when was the driver logging in, how many hours was he or she working for. All of these reports can be generated via a single click by the admin so that he or she can monitor every user's activity in the application. Another very important feature would be the support section. The support section is a basic front-end form that a user can fill up. It can be either the driver or the passenger or a customer, and they can send in any kind of feedback, any kind of bug report. They can raise tickets basically, which is a very useful feature. Lastly, the customer ratings. So the ratings section has two bifurcations. First is the customer, second is the drivers. So customers can give ratings and reviews for the rider at the end of the ride, and drivers can rate and review their opinion or their feedback for the customers at the end of the ride. So this is the section where the admin can view both the details. That is it. This brings us to the end of viewing the dashboard of an admin panel. We viewed all the features for an admin panel of a taxi booking application. Thank you. In this video, we will be viewing how a passenger can register himself or herself as a user on the taxi booking application. So, after installing the application on the device, the passenger can hit on register. To register on the application, he or she can fill up the details like first name, last name, email address, mobile number, address, and referral code if any. After entering all the details for registration, the passenger can hit next. On doing so, he or she will now be able to log in on the application and start riding. So he can sign in by adding the number. An OTP is generated which can either be auto-filled or manually filled. On hitting next, the passenger can start using the application. This is the home screen of the passenger's application on a taxi booking app, and on the top is the name. The passenger can then add the pickup and the drop-off location. On the left-hand side, the menu. In the My Trips section, the passenger can check his or her upcoming rides that he has booked. The ride details, in case he or she wants to cancel the ride, he can tap on that particular trip and hit on cancel booking. He or she can also check the past rides that have been completed and can also check the details of that particular ride, which includes the distance that he had traveled, the total fare that he had paid, what was the pickup location, what was the drop-off location, and also who was the driver, how much was the driver rated. An invoice can also be generated. In the payment methods section, the driver can view methods through which he or she can pay. It can be either the in-app wallet, the Jumbo Pay, or any other card that he or she wants to use to pay, and the cash. Under the saved places option, the passenger can basically add certain places in his or her favorite section. These can be the home location or the work location or a friend's place that the passenger travels to usually. You can also add new places from here. The support section can help the passenger provide or send any feedback to the main admin of the application. It can be a problem, it can be a positive feedback, it can be any kind of help that the passenger needs the admin to look into any matter. That's it. That is how the passenger can register and sign in on the application. In this video, we will be viewing how a driver can register as a user on the taxi application. Installing the app on the device, a driver can hit register and sign up via the email and the mobile number. Going on the next screen, he or she can fill up the details like first name, last name, car owner, date of birth, his address, his or her gender, also the driver details like the owner name, mobile number, and email address, date of birth. Hit on next. He or she can add the vehicle's plate number that he or she owns. He can select the vehicle manufacturer, vehicle model, type, year, number of passengers that the car can occupy, the color of the vehicle, and he or she can also add a couple pictures of all the angles of the car that he or she owns and he will be using for the rides. The next screen requires the driver to upload only original documents. These original document attachments can be the national ID card, driver's license, PSV license, good conduct certificate, or the police clearance document. And another original document for the vehicles like the vehicle PSV license, logbook, NTSA inspection certificate, PSV comprehensive insurance, and then hit submit. A pop-up appears after attaching all the original documents that the driver has completed the registration process. At this stage, the profile goes to the admin for a verification and an approval. After an admin approves and verifies all the documents and the details of the driver, he or she approves the driver's registration, and then the driver can start using the application to earn, to do rides, to take passengers to their locations. So after receiving the approval, the driver can log in the app. He or she can use his mobile number to log in, and after entering that, there will be an OTP that will be generated by the app. By autofilling or manually adding the OTP, the driver can hit next and successfully log into the account. Now over here on the first screen, which is the home screen, the driver can turn the status offline or online. So if the driver turns his status online, it means that he or she is ready or available to take rides. If he or she is offline, he will not receive any ride requests. In the left side menu section, the driver can see his or her own name, set a profile photo, check the trip history, earnings, wallet, settings, support, and also go through the privacy policy. In the My Trips section, the driver can find any upcoming rides and also check the history of the past wherein he or she has completed any rides which were successful or which were probably not successful. Under the trip details section, the driver can check the pickup and the drop-off location of the ride, the tracking ID of the ride, and at what time was it completed, what was the total duration of the ride, the distance, and how much did he or she earn. He can also generate a quick invoice, and he can also see the ratings that he gave to the customer who had booked that particular ride. And then at the bottom, he can see the wallet and the total amount stored in it. Next, in the earnings section, the driver can check whether how many rides he has completed. He can also check it via the particular date search entry. He can also check a total week's earnings and how many tips did he receive. Were there any failed transactions? Another menu is the wallet, wherein he or she can withdraw the money, add money, or send money to another driver who needs it. Over here also he can check the history. He can also check the purchased membership if he has purchased any weekly, daily, or monthly subscription of the application. He can enter the amount that he wants to withdraw from his wallet. He can also enter the number of the person or another driver to whom he wants to send the money to. In the settings section, the driver can check or edit his profile. It includes his profile photo, email, his name, his contact number, his date of birth, and also the address, the registered address of the same. He can also edit the vehicle details or the document details if he wants to. Under the support section, a driver can raise a ticket or get his queries clarified, give his feedback. He can type in the subject and the description of the help that he requires. This will directly reach the admin once he hits the submit or the done button. Under the notifications section, he can check the notifications. So that's it. That was the driver's app flow. That's how the registration for the driver happens. After he has submitted everything, all the details are first verified by the admin, and then he can log into the app once he receives the green signal from the admin. Load all the panels and applications of a taxi booking app. Here is a booking process that we want to show you. The passenger can select a pickup and drop-off location. Select the type of vehicle, apply an eligible promo code, select the payment method, and hit confirm. The app says that it looks for a driver who is nearby, and a nearby driver gets the request. The driver accepts the request, and the notification goes to the passenger that the driver has accepted the ride booking. Now, driver goes towards the pickup location of the passenger. On arriving, driver swipes arrive, and the notification is received by the passenger that driver is there at the pickup location. Once the passenger has sat in the car or the vehicle, driver starts going towards the drop location and both the users can navigate the ride. On completion of the ride, the driver swipes complete and the ride is completed. The passenger receives the notification for the same, and now is the time to make payment. Once the payment has been successfully made, the driver also receives a notification that the passenger has made the payment. Hence, the ride is complete. This is how the booking process looks in real time. To build an app of taxi booking, you must consult the experts at aPurple.
So guys, this is all about the core features of our platform. Other than that, there are many advanced features like driver subscription for drivers, car rental for passengers, and multiple pickup drop location features. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. Please get in touch with us to discuss more in a brief.